One of my favorite ways to get herbs and kids together is to make up kits, herbal kits that you know your family is going to need. For example, every family needs a first aid kit. And of course, there's band-aids in there and whatever else you like to put in a first aid kit, but there are lots of herbs that are really appropriate for a first aid kit as well. And so if you do some studying, figure out which herbs you want to incorporate, and then work with your kids to actually gather the herbs up, talk about what they do, why you want to incorporate them into the first aid kit, and then actually pack the kit together. This is a great way for your kids to know what's available for them. I like to have my first aid kit in some sort of a bag that is easy to grab and go, because you never know where you're going to need your first aid kit. So instead of having the band-aids in one place and maybe some tinctures in another place, I always have a bag at the ready that is, in fact, I'll show it to you. I always have this bag at the ready so that if there is some need for first aid and I need to go somewhere to help somebody with that, then this is ready to go. Everything is in one place, and it's very, very easy to just grab it and go do what I need to do. Now, there is a full list of the stuff that I like to keep in my herbal first aid kit in the Family Herbalist course. And you can use that as a guide for what you might want to keep in your family's first aid kit. But compiling a first aid kit together with your kids or with your friends is a great way to teach them about the herbs that are in the kit, to teach them some basic first aid skills, and to keep them busy on a rainy day when everybody is stuck inside. Now, that's not the only kind of kit that you might have for your family. What about a cold and flu kit? You know how the members of your family tend to get sick when they get a cold. And so at the beginning of cold season, you and your kids can get together and talk about it. Talk about the types of symptoms that everybody gets. That is an exercise for your kids of any age to be thinking about their own bodies and what actions they can take to make their existence in their body more comfortable. So start off by talking about what kinds of colds symptoms does everybody get. Then you can match up the herbs that those symptoms need. You can even make a chart of all the family members and their types of colds or flu symptoms, and then the herbs that are needed for each type of symptom. And with that, you can come up with formulas or leave all the herbs individual, whichever is more appropriate. And then that can become your kit so that when somebody gets a cold or somebody gets the flu, it's ready to go. You already know how you're going to take care of everybody in the family, and your kids know it too, which is really great if you're the one who gets sick, because then your kids know exactly what to do. You can keep the chart of everybody's symptoms and the herbs that you have matched up to those symptoms right in the kit. And that way, even if you're the one who gets sick, everybody else in the family can still take care of you because you and your kids together have already planned out which herbs are going to go with which situations. So whether it's first aid or cold and flu or any other kind of things that come up frequently in your family, maybe seasonal allergies, maybe stomach upset, whatever it is, you and your kids together can put together kits of the herbs that you're going to need for those situations. Together, you can actually blend up the teas and make up the tinctures and get everything ready so that when the time comes, you have what you need. This is particularly exciting for the kids too, because first they did a little research with you, then they created what they're going to need, and then later when the need comes, it's right there for them. You're teaching them how to prepare for a situation and how to care for themselves.